And just like that, we're already at our main event, which is going to be Dean Ambrose challenging Triple H for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in the main event of the show. I will tell you honestly that even though I'm not really into this match or really into the show, I will tell you that this is probably the best challenger, and probably almost the only challenger that Triple H could face. Honestly, to me, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I know that Ambrose really pushed Triple H, and he pushed him over the edge to giving him a championship shot. Triple H is the guy that, basically has a temper, and he is very high on himself, and he is pushed back against the wall. He will react and give somebody a match. But to me, honestly, when Triple H won the Royal Rumble, it was about the Authority having the championship. The Authority's storyline, even going back to when Randy Orton was the champion at SummerSlam when he cashed in against Daniel Bryan. I think that was like 2 years ago. Was always that Triple H controlled the champion. Even though Randy Orton was the guy with his name in the record books as holding the championship, it was Triple H's belt. You can remember the promo where Triple H gave Randy Orton an Escalade and basically said that I'm giving you this Escalade. I paid for it with my money, so it's like it's my truck, but you're going to be driving it around. And I really felt that really related to the championship. Randy Orton was going out there and he was fighting the fights. But Triple H was going to make sure that Randy Orton retained the belt, because if Randy Orton held the belt, it was like if he held the belt. But, basically Dean Ambrose saw an opportunity with Triple H, basically bragging about, beating up his buddy and, basically squashing the competition, that there was going to be no match at WrestleMania because Roman wasn't going to be able to, compete. Dean came out there and basically said that, when the match happened at Fastlane, the three-way for the shot at the championship, Dean was telling Triple H that he felt that he was the one guy that Triple H really was hoping was not going to win, because he was the ultimate underdog. He was the guy that could get the job done going up against Triple H. I don't really know that makes sense. The other guy that was in the match, Brock Lesnar, has beaten Triple H twice. He beat him at SummerSlam, and he also beat him at Extreme Rules. I guess he hasn't beat him at WrestleMania because Triple H won the match at 29. But I don't know if they really thought about it that much. But Dean really is the ultimate underdog, in my opinion. He is the guy who's going to do anything that he has to do in order to win this match. But I even would think that the ultimate Dean Ambrose fan is smart enough to realize that Dean's not going to be able to pull this one off. What I really see happening in this match is building for the future. I think this is the building blocks for a Dean Ambrose turn on Roman Reigns. I would think that most people on their futuristic booking is going to have Roman Reigns beating Triple H at WrestleMania, becoming the new face of the WWE. Everybody saw that story. I would bet that nobody really clicked on it, because what is it really going to say? But the headline was basically saying Roman Reigns is scheduled to headline the next 4 WrestleManias, Vince McMahon says. But we all can hope that WWE is going to have somebody to replace John Cena and become the number one guy of the company. They have a lot of people there that they could use. They could rotate them around. I mean, there's Dean Ambrose, there's Seth Rollins, there's Roman Reigns, and there's a lot of guys that are still coming, such as Finn Balor. Anybody that's used right, even Bray Wyatt could become a face in this. I wonder how Bray Wyatt's even going to play into this match with that face-off that they had. But with Roman Reigns winning the championship at WrestleMania, I don't know if Triple H is going to want a rematch. It seems like he would, but maybe he wouldn't put himself into a situation with WWE's Payback, that he would put himself into a match nobody cares about. What with Payback happening in Chicago, I mean, that's a crowd that's going to get a lot of attention, and the Chicago crowds have normally built up and helped matches out, such as like the Money in the Bank Punk versus Cena match. I think Triple H would want that. So basically, I could see Triple H versus Roman at Payback. So maybe after that pay-per-view is when you have Ambrose, who beats Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. You have him confront Roman Reigns, basically saying that he wants to be the new #1 contender. I don't know if he has a full-on heel turn or if he just challenges him. And, from there, you have, Dean Ambrose, really able to pull out from his bag of tricks that he is the guy that had, Triple H beat at Roadblock, would have become the WWE champion. But Roman Reigns returns at the show, basically squashing down Triple H, hitting the big spear and the Superman punch, getting payback for what happened on Raw a few weeks ago with Triple H leaving him bloody. Triple H repays the favor and gives and puts Roman over. And Dean Ambrose is just sort of standing there. He's celebrating because Roman beat up the guy, but in the back of his mind, it starts drilling on him that he could have been WWE champion, but his friend Roman Reigns took it upon himself to put himself over the fact that he could have been champion. So now you have Dean Ambrose come out, confront Roman Reigns, basically saying, I could have been champion at Roadblock. Now I've waited. You became champion. During this time, I beat Brock Lesnar. I believe that would make me #1 contender. I beat the guy that you've never been able to beat. And that becomes one of the strong selling points of the Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns match, is that, Dean was able to overcome this monster, so he can overcome Roman Reigns as well, and Dean Ambrose is the wild card to win the championship there. Even though most people would think that, you have a champion crowned at WrestleMania, he's going to hold it for a good long little while. But I think Ambrose versus Reigns is a match that when you put something behind it instead of just having it during the championship tournament at Survivor Series. That's probably one of the reasons why that match was kept short as well. Once you get some promotion behind it, it's going to draw big numbers because of the fact that they've been bros for such a long time, going back to the days of the Shield. So we'll see how they build this up. I think it's going to be, an all-right show. I don't think they're going to knock it out of the park. Hopefully it's a great match. I don't know what they're going to do with only 3 matches promoted to fill 3 hours, but we'll see what they do. And I'll see you guys down the road.